Good morning. It is May 6th, 2023 at 11:07 a.m.
How are you feeling, Jeffrey?
Well, I had a,
Pretty good morning?
I think so.
Excellent.
How are you feeling, Mary?
I'm feeling like relieved, and I also am feeling a little bit sore, but in a good way, because we went for a really nice run this morning and we did a bunch of push-ups. And I wanted to make this video for future us because I think we did some really good and hard stuff this morning, and I just feel like really proud of us. And I wanted to capture being on the other end of having gone through this morning.
Okay, we're on the other end officially.
We did it.
Should we mention, to just in case our future selves are wondering what?
What we did?
Yeah, what is that?
What transpired?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I think should we start by talking about last night at all? Or just go right into
Sure.
this?
I mean, we can get into last night. Why not?
Alright. So last night, we with Cinco de Mayo, we made chicken pitas, which were very delicious. But we also got into quite the tiff. I came home from work around work, and then I had to have a meeting with a former colleague, and so I was like pretty tired out by the end of the day. And I came home, and Jeffrey was making fajitas, or was starting to, and it seemed like you were like kind of in a pretty bad mood, right?
I was.
So what was happening for you going into that?
I was
that night?
Just kind of dreading the next morning, my agreeing to go to have breakfast with your parents. And I guess I was regretting agreeing to it. And but I went.
Well, you were regretting agreeing to it, and if we could stay with last night for a second, and it also seemed like you were like really exasperated and feeling like you weren't sure if you could go to breakfast, and you also weren't sure what that meant in terms of the future of our relationship. At least that's like what I was hearing. Is that right?
Yes.
Can you talk more about that?
I just feel like it's irreparable sometimes when I think about it too much. Irreparable. No one can say that without sounding drunk. But I suppose nothing's irreparable. It's just, is it worth it to you to make that happen? And I don't know, but I think you feel like I need to decide if our relationship is important enough to me to fix it or not.
And I don't think fix it is the answer also. I think what we talked about last night was like acceptance, right? So, not necessarily having the focus be like, can you fix anything? It's just, can you accept the fact that you don't you wouldn't like go hang out with my parents if we weren't in a relationship together. And my parents also have been weirdly involved with a long-term friendship of yours coming apart, and there's like a lot of feelings around that for you.
I suppose.
Yeah. So yeah, I think at least what I wanted to say last night was, yes, they are my parents. I don't agree with all their choices. And I don't want to cut them off from my life and our life as long as they are willing to be respectful of our relationship. And also not get involved in other people's relationships, which they have agreed to. TBD if it actually works out that way, but that's what we were talking about last night, and it was really heavy.
Fictitious.
And it was like brought on by
the pressure of Cinco de Mayo, mostly.
This breakfast this
morning. He's like, I want my margarita on the rocks and medium salsa on my fajitas. And I was like, no, I was going to do frozen margaritas and spicy salsa on the fajitas. And it just blew up. And then it was the pressure of the parents' breakfast all at the same time. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. So, but okay, so that happened last night, and we went on it, and then also I just want to say it was really cool of us to get to a point in that fight where we realized it was like we're not going anywhere with this, and we both kind of like just went, like I went and took a bath, you went and did some social mediaing, like we both went and did things on our own that made us feel like good and safe and like content. Right?
I think. Yeah.
So I just want to acknowledge that we both handled that really well. We didn't like just continue to like grind it until we just really pissed each other off. We just like got to a point where we were like, all right, you know what? Let's just walk away.
I did the dishes too.
You did the dishes like a champ.
Fajitas, margaritas, dishes, like, churros, like fresh churros.
Champ. I actually had fresh churros yesterday, but Jeffrey didn't make them.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I think I've had a fresh churro since my last time in Tijuana.
I had fresh churros with that chocolate sauce. It was so good. Okay, but so we did that, and then we like let it go. And then we had this morning where, again, we were like pretty awesome. We like woke up, we went for a run, which made us like get all good endorphins. We had a dance party. We like did all things that like made us feel really nice. And we even Evie bike ganged over to the breakfast, which is also really fun and
place is
that
gourmet.
We love going. And then we had really tasty food.
Oh my god. What do they do to that food? Everything that comes in and out of that place is just like
so good. And we met my parents there. And it was fine. It was mostly fine from my perspective. Like, there were moments where I was like, Dad, get that stupid face off your face. In my head. I didn't say it out loud. But I got to talk to my mom, and that was really nice. Deep breaths. And you got to talk to both of them?
Yes. Peacefully.
Do you want to say anything about like your experience going over there or your experience in the bakery?
That bakery is just delicious. I should go there more often. That's all. I think that's a good bit. Is that 9 minutes of us chatting about our morning and yeah.
This is important.
You're right.
This is to our future selves.
Okay.
So that when we get into
the lighting is weird for my. I'm like, am I just getting older that fast? Big 3-8, what they say.
All right, but we can. I just want you to talk about. I just want you to be able to contrast your feeling from last night and your feeling this morning. Right. In that moment and afterwards. Can you do that in less than 90 seconds?
I was a little stressed out last night and mad at myself. We just talked. It was very fictitious. So we discussed it. There was talk of me not going. There was talk of giving up on our whole relationship, but we didn't, and I went, and it's nice.
And how do you feel now?
A little relieved. How do you feel?
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
That's a wrap.
Thanks for watching. 10 minutes.